According to Muhammad, the prophet of Islam, Satan looks like a black man, and black people look like Satan.
According to Muhammad, according to the prophet of Islam, according to the prophet of Allah, according to the prophet of God, according to Muslims, Satan looks just like the black man, and black people looks like Satan. Is this really true? Are there proofs backing this, David Wood?
Hence, the ultimate enemy of Muslims everywhere is, according to Muhammad, black.
According to Muhammad, the black man looks like Satan. So if you want to know Satan, the moment you come across the black man, the moment you come across anyone with skin color black, that person, you've met up with Satan. What have black men done? Are blacks also with the red black cell? Most of the times we tell people that indeed God didn't draw any distinction between the people he created. I'll be getting with me. The only distinctions you will get has to do with we having a man and a woman. Do you understand? There is a man and there is a woman. Be you a black woman or a white woman, you are all women. Be you a black man or a white man, we are all men. We are all human beings. Do you understand? God doesn't has anything to do with apartheid or racism, discrimination by color. God hasn't anything to do with ethnocentrism and tribalism and nationalism and all that. No. God loves all. God gives way to all. Okay? God doesn't misguide anybody. He leads all to the right path. If you really want to go or pursue what actually he insists for you to do. Hope you get with me. And a religion that tells you that God discriminates isn't a religion that corresponds to reality. Do you understand? The Bible tells us that God made human beings in accordance with his own image and in his own similitude. What does this imply? It really means that we are all equal with and to each other. I'm not talking about degrees. I'm not talking about HNDs over here. I'm not talking about PhD and blah, blah, blah. No. All these are stuff we got on earth. I'll be getting with me. I'm talking about human beings as we were created. God actually says that we are all equal with and to each other. Do you understand? The white isn't superior to the black. And the black isn't superior to the white. Well, what about the prophet of Islam, Muhammad? What was his skin color? It is said of him that he was having a dark skin, and he never had wanted for people to call him a black man. He detested the idea of being a black man. He never wanted to be a black. Thus, anyone that referred to him as a black man, he got them eliminated. He got them killed. Do you understand? Well, quickly, shall we take a quick break? And we are returning on this. Surely, what Muhammad said about black men. This is a prophecy that he made. And I'm going to give you 2 sections of this program. You welcome back, beloved. May God richly bless you for waiting for us. What does Satan look like? Do he look like the white man? Do he look like the black man? Has anyone physically seen Satan before? Have you seen or have you had encounter with Satan before? Is he a mere person? Is he having body and flesh just like we have? Is he a spirit being or something? Well, we're actually not going to do that over here, but actually I'm taking you to the Prophet of Islam, Muhammad, and his assertions about Satan. He says the black man looks like Satan. The moment you see the black man, you've seen Satan. That's just what Satan looks like. Okay, like myself over here, I am just like Satan. Satan resembles the black man, and the black man resembles Satan, not the white. You get that? Well, shall we go to David Wood? He's actually going to give us some information about Muhammad in regards to who actually Satan is and his equivalency with the black man.
According to Muhammad, the prophet of Islam, Satan looks like a black man, and black people look like Satan.
So you see, according to Muhammad, according to the prophet of Islam, according to the prophet of Allah, according to the prophet of God, according to Muslims, Satan looks just like the black man, and black people looks like Satan. Is this really true? Are there proofs backing this, David Wood?
So, of all the people in the world, black people are the ones who look most like Satan.
Well, David Wood again says that of all peoples, yes, of all people in the world, there are whites, there are blacks. You understand? And the whites are white because of their climatic condition. Okay, it's because of their area in the world, and we are of this skin color because of where we are. But you know what? The black man can habitate anywhere around the world. You understand? We can live in the water. We can make our living in the water. That is the aquatic habitat. We can make our living in the in any weather. Okay, be it cold weather or warm weather. We have no problem as black people. The skin God gave us is very much tough. Unlike that of the whites. I'm not doing any discrimination over here. But I'm telling you that those that are with the idea that the whites are supreme to the blacks, this idea isn't good. God didn't make it that way. We are all equal with and to each other. No white is supreme to the black, and no black man is supreme to the white. You understand? Why do most whites detest blacks? And why do most blacks detest whites? We have to sit back up well and study about each other, and we'll get to know that not all blacks are evil and not all whites are evil. Well, that was just by the way. So of all the people in the world, black people are the ones who look more like Satan. You see, I told you about the so-called ape man. I don't know if you've ever read that book. Okay? People do tell you that Africans, not the whites. Okay? And I think these books were written by whites. So, okay? In this book, you will come across stuff like the black man was as a result of some ape. We were having tails. And I quite remember I had a discussion with one of my friends, Toby Ellison of Florida, USA. He's a black American. Toby, shout outs to you wherever you are right now. Toby said that looking at the embryo of human beings, it does tells us for sure the embryo of a human looks just like a tail, meaning it was a long tail, and it kept on decreasing until the ape man became fully man. This isn't true, beloved. The Bible tells us of our origin. So if you indeed if you indeed refer to evolutionary theory, Big Bang theory, blah blah blah, and all that, seriously, you are not making sense. You understand? The Bible tells us of our sensible origin. You get that? So, the black isn't any ape. We were not developed out of any apes. What about the whites? Were you developed out of the white monkeys or the red monkeys? And maybe we were developed out of the the dark monkeys. This isn't true. You understand? This isn't true. There are books written like that, and they are saying we were as a result of some ape men. What about the whites? Because in these books you get to know that it's only the blacks, the Africans, who were made out of animals. What about the whites? This is an insult, and it is never true. You understand? It is never true. Okay, it's fabrication. It's a fabricated story. It is never true. The Bible tells us that we look like God. We resemble God. God isn't an animal. Okay, God isn't an animal. Well, according to Muhammad, of all the people in the world, only the black man looks like Satan. This is an insult. Well, what next?
Hence, the ultimate enemy of Muslims everywhere is, according to Muhammad, black.
So, according to David Wood, then that makes the black man the ultimate enemy of Muslims everywhere. You get that? So, according to Muhammad, the black man looks like Satan. So, if you want to know Satan, the moment you come across the black man, the moment you come across anyone with skin color black, that person, you've met up with Satan. Just like what some people sometimes say, that if you want to see or if you want to have an encounter with Satan, the moment you come across a woman, then you have to just pause there because you've come across, you've had an encounter with Satan. All these are not true. Do you understand? All these are not true. Okay, all these helps us to question the idea that is Allah of the Quran the same as God the Bible speaks of, the creator of the universe? No. God wouldn't discriminate like this. How we get to it, me? This helps us question the authenticness of Muhammad's prophethood. Well, what next, David Wood?
But Satan isn't the only enemy of Muslims.
Okay, Satan isn't the only enemy of Muslims. Okay, what do I do say that?
There's also the leader of the army that will destroy the Kaaba, the heart of Muslim worship.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I think we are going to end it up here, and we're going to continue in the next section. Okay, and I'm going to reveal to you why David Wood is saying all this. He says, Satan isn't the only enemy of Muslims. There's also the leader of the enemy, or the leader of the army that will destroy the Kaaba, the heart of Muslim worship. Well, according to Muhammad, this is a prophecy, okay? Muslims will tell you Muhammad ever made a prophecy, because we keep on challenging Muslims. We keep on telling them that indeed, if Muhammad was a prophet, he would be able to prophesy. But there isn't an iota of prophecy that was made by Muhammad. Okay? There isn't any prophecy recorded of and for him. Do you understand? So Muslims, Islamic scholars in trying to protect the Islamic orthodoxy, they've tried their possible best to fabricate some prophecies for Muhammad. Meanwhile, he never ever prophesied. Okay? He never ever prophesied anywhere in the Quran. He has no prophecy. And those stuff you call prophecies are just assertions. Okay? So according to Muhammad, there is going to be this leader who will be leading black army, and they are going to destroy the Kaaba. Though the Kaaba has been destroyed over time. Has been destroyed and destroyed and destroyed and destroyed. How we get to with me? It hasn't been protected by anybody. There isn't any force protecting the Kaaba. If there is anything at all protecting the Kaaba, it has to do with military strength, physical strength of men. How we get to it? Because no one will allow anybody to just go to the Kaaba and try to destroy it. Okay, physical men are going to protect it, unlike the temple of Jerusalem when it was having the protection of God. or when it was the direct when it was under the direct custody of God? I'll be getting with me. Well, we ended it up here, and we're going to continue from where David Wood ended it up. Okay, who is this leader? Who is this black leader who is going to lead the black army to destroy the Kaaba? This is a prophecy, so-called prophecy of Muhammad. He detested blacks when he was alive. He never liked to be called black, and I don't know if you've ever heard of his fear of black dogs. Okay, he ordered for the killing of black dogs. He said black dogs are evil. Okay, the moment you see, so in Arabia, black dogs, no one was to use rear a black dog. Okay, if you would love to use a black dog as a pet in your house, seriously, Muhammad would have you. What is it? Muhammad would what is it? Would met out or would put forth a punishment for you. Punishment will be meted out to you. That's what I want to say. Punishment would be meted out to you if you ever try to rear or see a black dog as your pet. What did the black people do to Muhammad? Was he himself a white man? No, he wasn't a white man. He was a black man. And anybody that called him black man, that person, he made sure that they would say goodbye to their parents or the land they were living. Well, let's end it up here, and we are going to continue from where David Wood ended it up. Who is this black army going to lead? The black leader going to lead black army to destroy the Kaaba. Shout out to you all, most especially Grace Afuwade. Bye-bye.